Hello guys, it's your fellow investor here today with another video. In this video I'm going to be talking about Hmbl with ticker symbol HMBL. I'll address some of your concerns in the comment section. I'll cover the latest news related to this company, also some a little bit of older news, as well as why it is probably up today, what is the reason behind it. If you like to grab yourself 2 free stocks, feel free to use link to Hmbl in the description or in the comment section, as well as if you could subscribe and like the video, I would highly greatly appreciate it. But without further ado, let's get into this video. So yeah, today Hmbl is up over 11%. As we can see, it's been a little bit higher throughout the trading session. And what might be causing this move? Well, if you check out, for example, Yahoo Finance, where you have usually the big news covered, there is nothing. The latest news here on Finance Yahoo are 12 days old. If we check out Humbl's Twitter account, we can see there's no news either but one thing, and that one thing is the upcoming shareholder conference call to take place May 7th, which is like in 9 days if I'm correct. I think this is one of the most anticipated shareholder conference calls yet, because investors have a lot of questions and they are curious where is the company going to be heading in the next weeks and months. Because if we check out the graph, we can see for the past 1 month the stock has been going only down 60%. For past 6 months, well, we can see from its peaks it's down 78%, even though today is a green day for the company. Of course, I'll try to cover it, but I cannot promise anything. Right now my main focus is to get over with my hardcore semester. But now back to the topic. Another reason why Hmbl might be up is that there's been a tweet from Calvin Wade. Calvin Wade is Chief Market Strategist at Humbl Financial, and he tweeted this message: "Huge upgrade to Humbl Financial this evening. We are now creating orders that will prevent the accidental sale of assets reserved for ETX products, fixed incomplete fulfillment problems, the bot will auto-correct on insufficient funds issues, etc. Better every day." Well, to be honest, it's good news for the company. However, they should have had this fixed, or just programmed that it would be before the launch. Of course, they are a startup, they aren't perfect, but these are some quite big issues which, might hurt the company more than the customers. Then we can see some people commented that there are some, for unknown reason, block 5 RSI disappeared from their account, as well as other person here block 3 RSI. If you don't know, these are index products which Hmbl offers in their Humbl Financial. The person followed up with an update that it's not showing in the Humbl Financial app, but in the Bittrex account, which is one of the exchanges which you can use to buy Humbl's products, it shows there, but not in the Humbl Financial app, which is quite a big problem. Customers or investors might not be very satisfied with that. I went through the comments under my latest video regarding to Hmbl, and there's been a lot of concerns regarding to raising money, to the financials, to all that kind of stuff. So I'll just head here to this Seeking Alpha article, which I somehow forgot to make a video about because there's a lot of good stuff. And let's just start with their summary, because it might answer a lot of your questions. As a result of a reverse takeover deal, a total of 552,522 Series B preferred shares were issued. Each one can be converted into 10,000 common shares, therefore equal to 5.5 billion common shares. So that's just a massive upcoming stock dilution. Assuming all Series B preferred shares are converted, Hmbl is valued at $16.9 billion as of the time of writing. So again, that's a great evaluation with their current state, because right now their market cap is $1.67 billion. So it's 10 times less than 16.9. The company aims to challenge the likes of PayPal with barely any investment in development and just $1.8 million of assets as of December. This article is about 10 days old, so there's not the news such as that they've took a loan and they've done more transactions, sold their shares elsewhere, so they get the capital they need. So that's kind of fixed, but I'm not so sure in the extra long term. But it kind of fixes the issue for now. An author of this article says that the business isn't worth much in its current state and that this one is a sell. He goes very nicely in depth over the company as a whole and of course Q4 2020 financials. Here is something interesting. Here's what happened. At December 31st of 2020 they had 0 preferred B shares. However, on April 14th they have 552,000. And if you scroll down, he took this screenshot from page 9 of their annual report of 2020. We can see there's the percentage of the Series B preferred shares. We can see the percentage, as well as if we scroll down, here he also mentions that there are 7 million Series A preferred shares owned by Hmbl President and CEO Brian Foote. Each one of them gives 10,000 votes. 10,000 votes, but it's not convertible into common shares. As you may have noticed, the Series A preferred shares carry more voting rights than all other shares combined, meaning Brian Foote holds the majority of voting rights. And once again, if all of these Series B shares get converted, this will increase the number of common shares outstanding by 5.5 billion shares to 6.5 billion shares, so that's quite a lot. Here he says the company revealed that it has 30 to 35 employees, and taking into account the poor state of its finances, I doubt it has the resources to challenge the likes of PayPal on the world stage. They've done a lot of work before Hmbl was originated. They took a lot of stuff from past, just redesign it, put a little bit more like a cherry on top, and just let it go into the world. So therefore they saved a lot of time, a lot of people since the beginning of Hmbl, because they had a lot of stuff already prepared and they just needed to do the law stuff, the PR and things like this. It makes sense they don't have that many employees and are able to run things like Hmbl financials, all of the products are listed, as well as their Hmbl mobile app and other acquisitions. And again, here's comparing PayPal with Hmbl. It's kind of harsh comparing PayPal to Hmbl when PayPal has been out for so many years and Humbl's been out for half a year. Just look at the time consequences. This is very harsh in my opinion, but I agree with him nonetheless that in the short term it might not seem as a very good investment. However, it's on really nice sale if you compare it with its all-time highs, as well as the preferred B shares are kinda not a fair play to investors, or retail investors to be exact. I still think he's treating it too harsh, because it's just a startup. We just merged with TSNP, so they are publicly traded, they have more capital, they are in very early stages and they are doing tremendously well. They are doing so well. I don't know how long did it take Elon Musk to come with PayPal and make it more popular, but Hmbl is doing tremendously well. Oh, and as well, I've been here mentioned in this article YourFellowInvestor, so I was quite surprised that somebody mentioned me somewhere. So yeah, if you got to know about me from this article, let me know in the comment section below. With that being said, that's really 50-50 way for Hmbl. Either way, they're going to execute everything perfectly. They're going to, get enough capital, raise their amount of employees, and establish themselves so they can actually compete with PayPal, Venmo, or Apple Pay, or they will just not achieve it. There will be too many problems, too many issues, and the company, together with the stock, will just take a big downfall. Startups are always a risk, as well as penny stocks. Therefore, if you cannot handle volatility or price going down for half a year, then you should probably get out and go into companies like Google, Apple, Facebook, Microsoft. I hope I brought you some value. If I did, definitely subscribe to the channel so don't miss out on any new upcoming videos, as well as smashing the like button really helps me out to get through the YouTube algorithm. And as a bonus, if you like to grab 2 free stocks on Hmbl, feel free to do so using my link in the comment section or the description. Not only you get yourself some free money, but I get something from it as well. And you can support me this way very easily. Let me know in the comments below what are your thoughts and opinions. Did you buy when the market opened so you got some intraday profits, or you're staying away from this company for good and waiting to see how the things turn out? I'm all ears. With that being said, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in another video.